What's up, everybody? So Bill just stopped by. He's the snowblower hasn't sold yet, So people, people said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna come and get it," but they never came and got it. So Bill says he's gonna go put it back. You get more money for it during the winter, anyways. I kind of it's out of season,
Yeah, I know that.
I'm talking to the camera, Bill. But I listed my chainsaw. I need some money. It needs a new choke globe though. The push button for the primer, the plastic piece broke and I can't fucking find it. I don't know where the fuck it went. I thought I had it in a piece somewhere, but I listed it for $50. I listed it for $50, so hopefully someone comes and gets that. What else did I list? I relisted the mirror. And like I just got done telling Bill, presentation is everything. And I noticed that like when I had everything listed on Facebook, when it was all nice on my wall and stuff, I was getting tons of messages, and a lot of bullshit too. A lot of people fucking bitching about what the price I'm asking. Like, dude, you go buy a brand new mirror that costs $800, whatever. But anyways, I relisted it all and stuff. What's funny is I made a picture and the video and the bong was on the table and video denied it. I had to remake it, so that's kind of what I've been doing. I haven't been on video because I've been using the phone that I record with, which will be nice once I get the other phone, because I'll have two phones. I had two phones, but me and my dad got into a fight. I threw my phone and broke it. So yeah, I'm still working on my anger problems. I'm not perfect. That's why you need Jesus in your life. Jesus will, make you perfect. But you'll still never be perfect. That's the whole key. That's why you need God. That's why only God is perfect, But I also relisted the seats, my Geo Metro seats. They're 95 Geo Metro seats, mine's a 94 Geo Metro. And I like the interior because I ended up getting a motor out of a 95 Geo Metro, and I ended up selling it to somebody that needed a trans, and I told him, well, you buy the trans, you got to buy the motor as well, and I got $400 out of them, which, I could have put the motor in the car, but I'm doing something different with it, you know what I mean? You guys are going to enjoy what I do with it. It's going to be cool. I know I'm going to enjoy it, and if I enjoy it, I know many people that are like me are going to enjoy it. That's why I know people will enjoy it. But I already figured out what seats I want to put in the Geo Metro. When I was working at Michigan Imported Cars, they had these two black leather Porsche 944 seats, bucket seats, and they were perfect, and they sit perfectly flat on the ground. So I listed those for $100. I'll take whatever for them, really. I listed that, and then I listed this for $50. It got broken. The piece right here got broken. That could be filled in with putty, and then all it needs is new sides. The sides got broken, so and a new bolt. You put new bolts in it, and then you get some wood that matches it. I don't know how that happened either. Somehow that happened. So, it's not the real deal, that's why I put $50 on it. But it's heavy as fuck. It's a tank, it's still nice, man, this is king queen type shit, you know what I mean? When a girl comes over your house, if you're a guy, a girl comes over your house, man, and you got a bed like that in your room, bro, you're getting it in, bro. Okay, you hear me? But you don't do that. That's not what the bed is for. The bed is for to get sleep, Ross, man, to massage your wife. You know what I mean? You both play fight on there. You know what I mean? You wrestle and you know what I mean? You enjoy the bed, That's what that's for, You never sleep with a woman on the first night. Ever. Never. So, yeah, $50 comes and gets it. I'm willing to give it away for free, honestly. But I put $50. So hopefully somebody gives me $50. And then I listed that, and I listed the bread shelf as well. I put this for $40. I listed this for $40. Our best offer. All this stuff is best offer. And then I relisted the frame again on trans. Which I'm hoping I can make money today off some of this stuff but go buy a cherry picker today. That's what I'm hoping. I'm praying for. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm about to just chill, man, and read and stuff, do those type of things. I need to start looking at the Turbo 400s. I got to start doing the research on that stuff, which I know a lot of it already, but I got to get on the computer, do some computer work, and I've been neglecting the computer. I'm really hoping this stuff sells. Yeah, so I got the desk, the table, all that stuff relisted. It was weird. It seemed like I got way more responses, way more attention for the stuff when I listed the stuff separately on Facebook Marketplace than when I actually did a move sale, a garage sale. And that tells you that the age is changing. That's bad. That's bad, because that tells you families aren't staying together. People aren't staying together, Like, I remember, going to a garage sale, family sale. That was, a thing to do on the weekend with families. And I'm sure it still is with some families. But for the majority, the majority of people, they're all behind their phones right now. All looking to make, how they're all lost, they're all sheep. I was a sheep at once, That's why I thank Jesus every day. He is the shepherd. He says in the Bible, he says in his word that he will leave the 99 sheep just to go after the 100, to save the 100. Because the 99 sheep are in the flock anyways, they're fine. They're fine. Those sheep are going to go all off anyways. They're all going to go to evil. He goes off to go save the black sheep. He goes off to save the black sheep, the one that will actually hear him. The one that will hear with the heart. You don't hear with this, people. You hear with this. Listen to this. Listen to retrospect. You'll know what it is that I am saying when it hits you. I'm going to smack you in the face. It smacked me in the face. It smacks everyone in the face. Nothing is what you think. Nothing is what it seems. That's why it's so important to read the Bible. It's so important to understand where it is we come from and what it is we're supposed to be doing here on this planet. We're just temporary. We're extraterrestrials. We're not. You know what I'm saying? We're humans, but listen, man. We're temporarily here. We're only temporary stewards of the things that we have while we're here, and that's what a true Christian, a true believer will be. But I got fireworks coupons today for July 4th. I'm excited, dude. I love fireworks. It's gonna fuck me up not being with Margarita this July 4th. All this stuff, man. It fucks me up not doing stuff without her, man. It's hurting me bad. It's hurting me really bad. Like, it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. Frustrating to the point where if I don't spend 24/7 with God, I will be a ticking time bomb. I will lose it. And it would be me. It would be self-destruction. That's what it would be. It would be self-destruction, and I would destroy myself and everything around me. Basically, I'm just a walking fucking bomb. Might as well strap C4 to me and just go a la kaboom. That's why I'm so thankful for him. That's why I glorify him. That's why I talk about him so much. And everything that I do is about him. And it gets frustrating because no one wants to hear about him 24/7, 7 days a week. They don't. They only want to go to church on Sunday. Well, guess what? You want to be free and you want to have healing? You can't just go to church on Sunday, you dummy. You got to go to church every day. And you don't go to church. You don't go to a building. Your church every day is here. It's here in the heart. Reading the Bible, spending time worshiping the Lord, casting your conscience on Him. It's not that you cast your guilt on Him. It's you're casting your conscience on Him. Because once He's forgiven you of your guilt, once you've been forgiven of that guilt, you're already consciously thinking of Him. You're consciously doing things so you don't create any more guilt. But then you realize that you'll always feel guilty. You suffer. Everyone suffers because they don't have a connection with God. And then you realize that the only connection that you can have with God is through Jesus Christ. And that's when you realize then you become a worker for Him, because you realize that there's nothing that you can do to be saved. It was simply given. That's why I talk about Him so much and I love Him so much. That's why He made it that way, because like if I came and choked you, right, and grabbed you, if I was a father, right, and I grabbed my son and fucking choked him and told him, do you fucking love me? No, you ain't gonna, He wants you to come out of adoration for Him. He wants you to come out of love for Him. If He forced you to do things, and He didn't give you a choice, right? He wouldn't have gave Adam and Eve a choice to not eat from that tree. It didn't, like I said in another video, it wouldn't have mattered what He ate or what He told them not to do. They did it. He had to. If he wouldn't have set everything up this way, we wouldn't have loved Him. We wouldn't have. So therefore, this is why, He calls everyone, and it's such a small whisper. That's why it's so quiet. It's so hard to find Him, because he doesn't want to be. He wants to be found, but he don't want to deal with the bullshit, man. He's, he already knew what He was dealing with before He dealt with it. Trust me, that's why I say go to the Holy Spirit, because when God knows what He's doing, and when you worship Him, it is God that is doing it, not you. So I'm going to go empty this tray. I'm going to light up. We're going to grab the Bible, and I need coffee. Bad, and I'm about to go grab my Torah. She's been sleeping. We're going to go find her. I think she's been laying on the bed a lot lately. Let's see. I know I have my coffee somewhere. I didn't finish it. It's just not strong, It's not getting me there. Nor did I drink all of it yet. I only drank half of it. Usually I'd already have all of it down. It literally took me about an hour to post all that stuff. It did. My van top says it's halfway, which is weird because I thought I charged it. Whatever. I got my coffee. Now we gotta grab the Bible. We're gonna finish reading from the remix. I don't want to jump around from Bible to Bible yet, I have been reading out of, the New King James, Old King James, and the remix so far for everyone. I haven't really dabbled in any books yet, the channel just started, so, you gotta start small, you can't. A lot of this information is already a lot for people anyways. When I start talking to people, it's hard for them to take it all in. But some people are there, some people aren't, Alright. Let's go. We're going to John, the good old Johnny boy. John was I love his writing. Alright. So the woman at the well, Jesus he's talking about, I will give you the living water. Soon you won't be worshiping people. He said, you won't be worshiping God in the church. You worship God in the heart, he said, one of the last videos where I read this. And he said, I'll be the living water. And what he means is when you're consciously on Him, your mind is consciously on Him, you know where it is you're going. He gives you life. He brings you. Listen, that spirit that I had was burnt out at a young age, very, very young age. Man, I used to have to stick my head out the window while my real dad was smoking crack, you know what I mean, at a young age, otherwise I was getting high. Like at 7, 8 years old, you know, even younger than that, I was already touching girls, you know what I mean, and pulling down their pants and you know what I mean. It was bad, and I remember all this stuff. Terrible. It's terrible. And I heard somebody say, a rapper said, I posted on his stupid ass fucking Facebook, I wish I could forget everything. Why would you want to forget that? That makes you who you are. It makes you realize what it is you're up against, what it is we're really fighting, what it is that we're dealing with, man. I'm tired of, grow some fucking balls, man. Stop being a bitch. I want to forget everything. You sound like a bitch. Sorry, you do. Wish I could say their name. I should. Posted them on my Facebook, so. But it's over, you know. I'm not here to cause drama and stuff. It just, like, that makes you who you are, man. Don't, you know, never forget who you are. Never forget that past. And don't dwell on it. You use it and use it as a testimony for Jesus and how Jesus changed your life. Write about it. I mean, sing about it. You know, help people out that are dealing with those things, those same things. You know, yeah. I'm telling you, start drinking more warm fluids, you'll be better. Like, see these veins, man? You see that? That's, bro, I'm telling you, you'd be like this in 6 months. Fasting, yoga, correct diet. So all you gotta do is listen, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. You'll be like this in months. Subscribe my channel. If you're already small, if you're a big person, you got a lot of work cut out for you, but Jesus will help you. Ask Jesus for it. He will heal you. He will bring you there. I'm telling you, go grab a Bible. Go in your room, find some comfy clothes, you know, whatever it is that you enjoy doing. You know, go find your old favorite candies, find your old favorite games you used to play when you were younger, you know, video games, whatever it was, you know. You know, when you go find those things, ask Jesus to help you find those things, you know, if you don't have them already. He will help you find those things, I promise. That's after you ask him to come in your life. You must ask him for forgiveness first. That's key. That's number one. You can't ask him, and stop asking him for things at first. Ask him for life, wisdom, knowledge first. You know, gain that stuff first before you start asking him for personal things, you know, like money. But there's nothing wrong with asking him for comfort things, you know what I mean? To spend time with him in the Bible. There's nothing wrong with that at all. He already knows that your attachments to these things. He knows that all these things, you know what I mean, comfort you. And all these, you know, he knows you better than you know yourself. That's why you become your true self when you worship Jesus, because he's like a woman, man. Jesus is full woman and man, just so you know. He was the perfect representation of who God's spirit was, because God represented himself through Jesus. But he's like a woman, man. He cuts and prunes you, you know, like a little bonsai tree, like this flower, you know what I mean? You know, like, you know, my grandma put this in there, you know what I mean? You know, Margarita put these flowers in this vase, you know what I mean? When with my grandma, I put this vase on my table, you know? And my grandma gave it to Margarita, you know? This is Margarita's vase. I will never get rid of it, you know? This is for her. My grandma gave that to her, you know? And what's crazy is, I even asked God, how would I know what woman to bring into my life? And I love my grandma. Out of all the people in my life, I love my grandma the most, and it hurts me what she said and did. But I asked God to if you send a woman into my life, have my grandma bless her. I want my grandma to say that she's the one. I want my grandma to know who she is and to know that I'm saved. You know what I mean? That I'm going places. You know, and I didn't know how. Like I asked her, how would I know? How would I know what woman is going to be my wife? How do you know those things? Like how do you know these answers? You gotta ask them for it. You don't know unless you ask. Jesus says. That's why you gotta ask. It's very important that you ask. But that's how I knew. You know, dude, listen. I've had women over at my house before. My grandma start telling me I'm Polish, bro, under her breath that she's a whore or a hoe. I don't need to be with her. I'm stupid. I'm a dupaya, which means I'm a dumbass. You know, all these things. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because it was embarrassing because the girl would ask me what my grandma was saying, and I'm over here telling her that my grandma says she likes you. You're a good woman. Terrible. Margarita, Margot was the first woman. Retrospectiva. Was the first woman to my grandma where she opened up. My grandma, I didn't even, that's crazy. I didn't even ask before I even thought of before I even ever thought of proposing to Margarita or even asking her to marry me. Before that thought even came into my mind, my grandmother met Margarita and came up to me and said, "That's your wife. You better marry her. You better not lose her." And gave me the ring. And it's fucked up. That ring is lost. It's fucked up. It's hurting. It's hurting me. Crazy situation, man. The evil one, man. The evil one will try to do whatever he can to break people apart, man. I'm telling you, the only reason why that woman isn't in this house right now with me is because of that family and because of stupid man-made laws and because we were born in two different countries. Otherwise, we'd be together right this moment. And we will be together. On God, on Jesus, we will be together. I'm telling you, we will be together. We're going to be traveling the world together. And it's going to be amazing to see this love story unfold and fold out. And I'm hoping people want to see it. And because that's part of what the channel is about, Need to smoke. I really hope I make some money today, man. I really put some effort this morning into these posts and how I worded them and the pictures, and presentation is key, man. That's why I also ask God to help me with what furniture to keep and stuff. And I had to have my house put back together, man. It's driving me nuts having all my stuff out there and not being able to operate. I can't do it. People come over, man. They rely on me a lot. People like out in the public, they come over all the time. God relies on me a lot to bless people and help people. I'm always helping somebody, doing something for somebody. My house is God's house. My house, the doors are open for anybody to sleep here, to be here. Anyone's welcome in my home as long as you're not a thief, you're not stealing, I'll fuck you up. I won't deny anyone a roof or a place to sleep. That's why that front door is always open most of the time. I mean, you gotta go check on Ventura. Ventura! I haven't seen her all morning. Yeah, she's in the bed. I knew it. Ventura! Yo! Good morning. You gotta get up, kitty. Yo, kiddo. You gotta get up, sweetheart. You've been sleeping all morning. Hi. You okay? So she's been getting up on the bed by herself, which is good. I haven't seen her do it yet. And I don't know how she's getting down besides falling. I've seen her fall every time. But I've seen her climb up here and she's been climbing under this blanket. which is the blanket that I sleep with during the summer, and I sleep with the gray one during the winter. Which I gotta clean my bed and fucking steam it now because of all those kittens. So that's why there's no sheet on it. What's up, girl? You can't go back to sleep. No. No, that's not what's happening. No. She wants to go back to sleep. It's good though, she needs it. There's nothing wrong with that. I do need to wake her up though. She needs exercise in the sun. And I just smoked half of this. I'm about to put this out and then go get her. She needs to come out here. She needs to be with Dad. She definitely needs to be with Dad. Let's go get her. Ventura. Come on, girl. Good morning, sweetheart. Morning, cutie. Good morning, beautiful. Oh. Hi. 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 Yeah. Come here. Come here. Come on. You want to say hi to the world? You want to say hi to everyone? Say hello, everyone. I just woke up. Say hi. Say I just woke up, everybody. Oh, you got an itch? You got a foot itch? Yeah. Yeah, you got a foot itch? Oh, I got it for you. You want your ears? They love this. You itch your ears, right? As soon as you're done with itching your ears, you let them smell it. They like some cats will freak out over it. It's weird how they act when you do it. It's weird. Come here. Mentora. Mentora. Come here, girl. You don't have to be behind me. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that's how she's been falling down. She won't even realize it. She'll just be playing, and she fucking falls off the side of the bed. It's terrible. I feel so bad because she's so small, and when she drops, it seems like it's such a high drop. Doesn't faze her, though. Come on, let's go. She already knows where her food's at and everything. Come on, girl. Prissy kitty. She's just like Pina Colada, man. She stretches and everything. She's prissy as hell. I love it. God delivered, man. God fucking delivered. Alright, you want fresh food. I wonder if she'll eat some bread. I gotta try to get her to eat different stuff, Come here. You wanna try that? Eat it. Try it. Yeah, that's good. That's the good stuff. Come here, try it. Come on. She said no. And she wants cat food. I gotta start getting her treats and stuff. That's why I re-listed her at that. I really spent a lot of time working hard trying to get that shit. I gotta get this stuff sold, man. I did what God told me to do. We'll see what happens. I'm thankful. I did put the stuff out. I did get rid of a lot of stuff, while it was out. I did sell stuff. Just not the expensive stuff, I sold a bunch of little stuff, That's how it goes. People don't have money, you know what I mean? They don't work hard. They don't want to work like I do. I work very hard, always have. Oh no, kitty, I'm coming. I'm gonna give her some actual, I got some of this meat. Which, did I already drain? I gotta do these dishes today. I filled up the sink with soap and hot water and it drained already. I fucking hate these flies. That's why I gotta do the dishes. The flies are coming in because these stupid dishes, I didn't have soap. I'm gonna cut it on this. Bear with me. So. Alright, good knife. I know, girl. We're gonna eat lunch together, girl. You're gonna get real meat today. You're not getting cat food. I gotta get her used to eating regular food. She can't be eating cat food all the time. I'll have it on the ship, on the vessel, but she's gotta get used to eating human food because she's gonna be with me 24/7 traveling, and she's not an average cat. Like I said, she's not gonna be. It takes a certain cat to be able to do this. That's why I'm happy she gorges. She's not picky. She tried the raisin. That's not what she wants this morning, you know? It's not what she's feeling. I guarantee she'll eat it. It's just, it's like in the morning. I like sweet things in the morning. There's certain things that I like. I'm learning what she likes. And I have a feeling she's gonna love meat. Most cats do. But she'll eat other things. I know she will. She's gotta learn. Come on, girl. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. You like that? That good? I should need to wash my hands. And then I'm gonna make me a sandwich as well, if you don't mind. I'm hungry myself. I need to do these dishes. When I get off doing the video, I'm gonna do the dishes. This dish soap is cheap. It's really water. It's not like Dawn dish soap, you can tell. It works, I don't have it doesn't dry my hands and they're clean. I grab a plate, grab some bread. I gotta eat this cheese too before I go to bed. That's why I'm about to eat. Cause I don't have it in a cooler, I don't have it keep the cooler, it's just out in the open. So it's gotta be eaten. This sausage will last longer than that cheese will. Which is crazy because it's meat. That's crazy. It's all the salt in it. All those preservatives really not good for you, but I don't eat it often, I haven't ate that stuff like that. I haven't had that stuff in probably over a year. That specific. I've had beef jerky, which is the same thing. I've had turkey. I mostly eat turkey and chicken. That's mostly what I eat. And when it comes to meat, working in a deli, the thinner the better. Promise you. The thinner you cut the meat, the better it will taste. But you gotta pile it high. I promise you, you won't ever regret it. Cut the meat as thin as you can. That's just so you know, that's what Arby does too. With the roast beef, the thinner they cut the roast beef, the better it tastes. That's facts. It's got to be so thin when you cut it that you can read the newspaper print through it. If you're cutting roast beef from Arby's, the way their meat is processed, if you don't cut it thin, it won't taste good. It tastes like ass. Serious. It'll taste completely different. It's the truth. This stuff, I like to shave it. I like to, that's what I like to do. I just, small little thin pieces like this. Show you. You just gotta do thin little pieces, man. I promise you. That's how you do it. That's how you want to do it. It tastes so much better when you do it that way. It's just some, I don't know why it is that, why, I think it's something to do with the juice, you know. Something I learned from real people, real chefs over the years, you know. And that's what, like I said, they do that in Arby's as well. Like, cut it down with the thing. You gotta be careful of those cutters. Those meat cutters are sharp, man. I've cut myself pretty good. See, the meat, the cheese is already starting to get hard today. But that was at the edge where it was open. It busted open. It wasn't closed. It would have been fine. I threw 2 pieces on there just because I'm trying to hurry up and eat it. Plus, I need, you know, I gotta work hard tonight. Hopefully, I can earn some money, or we gotta figure out how to get this motor out without no money and no chili picker, which is possible. That might happen. Might have to do it, you know. However, we can figure it out. Grace. Gotta give her some water. I gave her this bowl right here, but I think the bowl's kind of too high for her, maybe. I've seen her drink out of it, but it looks like she was struggling. So I'm gonna wash this little plate thing. I want her to have bottled water. Latora, come here, girl. Kitty. Come on, get some water. There you go, girl. I know you want that. There she goes. Well, she took a sniff. She didn't drink it, though. What's up, girl? She ate half of it, so... Which means I'm gonna put up the other half and save it for her for later, because if I don't, she'll fucking just eat it and get sick. Because that's how she is. It seems like she might be getting better today, though. Usually, like the last couple days, I'm pretty, like, she would sit there and eat. She would eat all of that and get sick. I think she's starting to learn. She was also on medication, too, though. I had her doped up. She's day number 2 off of opioids. No dope. I blew a hit of weed in her face last night before she went to bed. She's doing good. She seems healthy. She doesn't have any wheezing problems. She's fully developed. She, like the one cat where fucking it tried to poop and the poop that came out was hard as a rock and her butthole wasn't even big enough to poop. She was screaming. That shit was fucked up, man, the shit I just watched. Fucking trying to help these kids. It was worth it though. I got a kitty out of all of them, and I got the best personality out of all of them. Well, the best personality survived all of them. But, they're also, the other cats I'm sure would have been just fine. It's just they were lousy, they didn't feel good, That's why they didn't have a good personality. Mentora. I'm happy with her. She's a real good looking cat.
Yeah.
Wait, you want more treats?
Yeah. She wants more food. Yeah.
That's what it is. She wanted more food.
She's like, I'm getting hungry again, Dad. I only took a break for a second. You know I'm a fat cat. You know I like to eat.
And I'm happy too, because this is the realest food she's had so far, really. That cat food, man, is really not good food for them. Especially if it's cheap food. My cat eventually won't be eating cat food. My cat will be eating the food that I am eating for the most part. That's why I said it takes a special cat. She'll be drinking milk. She'll have all types of stuff. She's obviously going to be picky. She's a cat, you know what I mean? I'm going to have to give her certain things that, you know, that cats get, but for the most part, she's going to be eating more of a human diet than just cat food her whole life. She'll have a better, healthier life. She'll survive longer. She'll be able to think better.
Yep. Aww.
Here, go get you some sun, girl. Gotta change out your water. Change out the water. Make sure she has some water on the porch and she can do as she wishes. That's another thing I like about this man top is the bottom piece, the stand. You can kind of just open it up with your hip. It's kind of neat. You don't need both of your hands to open up the bottom of it to set the phone down. I'm telling you, Van Top really puts some effort into what what it is that they're doing. So what I'm gonna do is get her some water. I'm gonna read a John chapter, and then I'll get off and upload it, and then because it's gonna take a minute, and then we'll go from there. I gotta get on the internet and I gotta check my messages, all that other stuff too. You know, it's already been 40 minutes, so I gotta see if people message me, that type of stuff. Because you don't know, it doesn't show a lot of times until you open up Facebook Messenger. It'd be like that sometimes. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that, but it does it. For a while, I'm kind of glad I don't have my old Facebook. Man, the old Facebook I had, my original Facebook that went viral, that fucking Facebook, man, was going off every 30 seconds. It was so annoying. So fucking annoying. I had to keep the phone on vibrate 24/7. It would drive me crazy. I forgot I made Kool-Aid. I got fruit punch Kool-Aid in my fucking thermos. If I can open it. My hands are greasy from that meat. And they're wet. There you go. That was bad. Yep. I needed that after eating a sandwich. Sometimes water just don't do it, you know? I wish it was kind of cold Kool-Aid, but I've been trying to keep out of cold liquids anyway, so. And it's not because I don't have a fridge, it's the truth. You really need to stop, you gotta stop drinking, I'm telling you gotta stop drinking all those cold fluids. Alright, come on, Mentor. I'm gonna go put some water out there for you. And then I'm gonna grab these bananas and move these bananas because there's flies coming in from the house being open here. Flying over my bananas, even though the bananas are protected, they got things on them, but. Okay, remember, I'm on a boat too. I'm gonna be on a boat. I'm gonna be used to this. I'm gonna have a little door, but I'm gonna be outside most of the time, man. I'm gonna be used to flies. They don't bother me. They don't. Bugs don't bother me like that. They scare me. Some of them do. Got peanut butter. Got more jelly, man. This Pampa jelly from Peru is the shit, man. Listen, go to Transnational Foods and order some Pampa, however you want to say it. This shit's good. It's good as fuck. I wish I had bags. I'm trying to think. You know what? I can do this. I know I'm gonna eat the rest of this raisin bread today. I've been snacking on it all morning, and that meat, the package, it's vacuum sealed, so it's hard to close it back up once you open it. And I'm out of Ziplocs right now. And Margarita hates plastic, so I gotta make sure I get a lot of Tupperware. I'm gonna have to have a lot of it, a lot of Tupperware for her. She hates plastic, man. It's bad, and that's another reason why I'm doing the global warming thing. I couldn't tell you how much plastic I've seen around places. Listen, my boat, my dad gave me. I had a 1976 Baja. My dad gave me the boat. It was a 15.5 foot with a 90 horse Mercury on the back. I used to take all my exes on it all the time. Trust me, I had fun on that boat. Like Belleville, the boat did about 40, no problem. Got up to 40, 45, 50, no problem, man. Things skip. That's fast for a 15.5 foot boat on the water. It was scary, that boat, sometimes, because it was really low to the water, but there was so much plastic in the fucking lake, man. My older brother fucking let my brother borrow the keys to take his family out. Picked up a fucking plastic bag, wrapped around the fucking outboard motor, suffocated, kept it fucking from cooling off, overheated it. Pop. Mounted the fucking lower cylinder. What? You want attention, that's what it is. Well, come on. We're gonna go read. And then I'll upload it. Mentora. So it's still chapter 4. And it's called It's Harvest Time. So this is after Jesus spoke to the woman at the well, or at the well, I said well. As the woman at the well for the living water. So it says, it's harvest time. In the meantime, the disciples pressed him, Rabbi, eat. Aren't you going to eat? He told them, I have food to eat. It says, he told them, I have food to eat you know nothing about. So let me read that. One time. I gotta get in reading mode. Alright, here we go. It says, it's harvest time. In the meantime, the disciples pressed him. They were talking to Jesus. They asked him, aren't you going to eat? He told the disciples, I have food to eat you know nothing about. The disciples were puzzled. Who could have brought him food, because they were with him, They were wondering, we didn't go get him food because the disciples helped him, You got to remember, Jesus relied on everything, The disciples brought him food, He didn't work laboriously, He didn't have a car. He didn't have any of these things, People didn't even let him sleep at the house a lot of times, He was a wanderer. That's what Christians are, they're wanderers. It says it's harvest time. In the meantime, the disciples pressed him, want to know where his food was, So the disciples were puzzled, who could have brought him food? Jesus said, the food that keeps me going is that I do the will of the one who sent me, finishing the work he started. As you look around right now, wouldn't you say that in about 4 months it'll be harvest time, Well, I'm telling you to open your eyes and take a good look at what's right in front of you. These Samaritan fields are ripe. It's harvest time. The harvester isn't waiting. He's taking his pay, gathering in this grain that's ripe for eternal life. Now the sower is arm in arm with the harvester, triumphant. That's the truth of the saying. This one sows, that one harvests. I sent you to harvest a field you never worked without lifting a finger. You have walked in on the field working long and hard by others. Many of the Samaritans from that village committed themselves to him because of the woman's witness. He knew all about the things I did. He knows me inside and out. They asked him to stay on, so Jesus stayed on 2 days. A lot more people entrusted their lives to him when they heard what he had to say. They said to the woman, "We're no longer taking this on your own say-so. We've heard it from ourselves and know it for sure. Jesus is definitely the Savior of the world." It says, after the 2 days, Jesus left for Galilee. Now Jesus knew well from experience that a prophet is not respected in the place where he grew up. So when he arrived in Galilee, the Galileans welcomed him, but only because they were impressed with what he had done in Jerusalem during the Passover feast. Not that they really had a clue about who he was or what he was up to. It's another reason why I'm moving. I'm tired of being in Detroit. When you're a Detroiter, they don't respect you if you're a Detroiter. That's how it goes. Same concept. We go other places, people are interested in you because you're from a different place. They want to get to know you. The whole belief and image of people stereotype, it's ridiculous. This is why, and I'm not leaving because of me, I'm open. I'm leaving because I'm tired of being here and I want to experience new things as well. It gets old being in the same place after a while. I've already been here a year now, and I'm tired of it already. So it says Jesus took off to Galilee, It says when the Galileans welcomed him, but only because they were impressed with what he had done in Jerusalem during the Passover feast, where, you turn water into wine. Not that they really had a clue about who he was or what he was up to. They didn't have interest in who Jesus was, or, or, him himself. They just cared about, his music, or, his business, or the money, They cared about his car, That type of stuff, They had no interest in him whatsoever. All they had interest is what he had or what he could give them. That's all it was. It says, now he was back to Cana of Galilee, the place where he made the water into wine. Meanwhile, in Capernaum, there was a certain official from the king's court whose son was sick. When he heard that Jesus had come from Judea to Galilee, he went and asked that he come down and heal his son, who was on the brink of death. Jesus put him off. Unless you people are dazzled by a miracle, you refuse to believe. But the court official would be put off. Come down, it's life or death for my son. Jesus simply replied, go home, your son lives. The man believed the bare word Jesus spoke and headed home. On his way back, his servants intercepted him and announced, your son lives. He asked them what time he began to get better. They said, the fever broke yesterday afternoon at 1 o'clock. The father knew that was the very moment Jesus had said, your son lives. That clinched it. Not only he, but his entire household believed as well. This was now the second sign Jesus gave after coming from the Judea into Galilee. The Judean countryside. Because, he traveled a lot. Chapter 5 says even on the Sabbath, but I'm going to let you guys go, it's 54 minutes, it's already almost an hour long, so, I'm going to gather things up, figure everything out, and, figure out my next move, so I'll see you guys soon. God bless, take care, enjoy your Sabbath, man, go take time with your family, that's what it's all about. God created families for a reason, if you don't have a family, you have God's family now, so, subscribe, for Jesus. Don't subscribe for me. Subscribe for Jesus.
You know, subscribe because you know it's the right thing to do. You know what it is that I'm accomplishing, what it is that I am doing. And unsubscribe if you want to be part of it. So that way you get, you know, notifications. And I'm uploading constantly all day. I quit my career for this. You know, I'm helping women that are in in a need, that don't have support in this country, that are being used by our system, by systemic abuse. So please, you know, it is, you know, subscribing isn't for me, isn't for to make me rich or to do any of these things. Subscribing is simply to be beneficial to others and help others to understand the truth and find love and find happiness in the one that matters, and that's God, you know, and that's our family, and that's our love, and that's Sabbath. So go enjoy yourself, man. Go take your break. Go enjoy a meal, you know, and thank God for it, because it rains and pours on the good and bad every day. Take care.